Maybe I can show you a video. I don't know if you have already seen this in the last session, but we can go through this again.
Now, the two key phrases of the management by objective systems are the objectives and the key result. And they match the two purposes. The objective is the direction. I want to dominate, we want to dominate the mid-range microcomputer component business. That's an objective. That's where we want to go. Key results for this quarter, win 10 new designs for the 8085. One key result. It's a milestone. The two are not the same, but that's the first milestone that in the next time period we can pass, that we can measure. The key result has to be measurable. At the end, you can look and without any argument say, did I do that or did I not do it? Yes, no. Simple. No judgments in it. Now, did we dominate the mid-range microcomputer business? Then, that's for us to argue in the years to come. But over the next quarter, we'll know whether we've won 10 new designs or not. So the objectives is, that's where we want to go. The key results are milestones, and the milestones are only useful if you can see that you're passed or not passed. You don't maybe pass milestones. These are the two elements of our system, how we run it. We run an annual and a quarterly version of it, generally. The annual version is done in conjunction with the planning process. When we put the plan together, each major operating entity puts together a set of annual key results, annual objectives, and key results going with them. That at the next planning process we look at and see how we have done against them, how we should modify them, what should be the follow-on to that. In addition to that, the more significant one is on a quarterly basis. Each major entity sets objectives for itself in conjunction with the supervisor for the next period and sets milestones for them. That is basically the system. It's a very, very simple system. In one form or another, we have had in different pockets of the company it operating since 1971. As you remember, we were pretty small in 1971. We started it then. We stumbled a lot of times. We didn't fully understand its principal purpose of it, and we're kind of doing better with it as time goes on.
Andy Group, the CEO of Intel, I believe, and this was from 1970s, 1975, I believe, 75, 77, or 75. Where he was talking about 97 from 1971. They are trying to practice it, and it took 5 years to get to that stage where they're telling about what it is, OKRs. Right? So now there is another thing called as management by objective. Do you know Drucker management by objective? So if you have heard, followed this video clearly, the first point that he told is management by objective. Okay, so that's a philosophy. Okay, so that comes from Peter Drucker. Peter Drucker is father of management. We call him as. Okay. So that guy has introduced that you cannot manage people like any other way better than setting them, giving them an objective. So don't micromanage or don't sit on their head or anything. So you manage people by giving a goal or objective that they should achieve. So that's a principal idea. And there are so many books which are written by Peter Drucker. Maybe you can have a look, and there are audio books also. So if you can listen to him in management, right? Principally, it will help a lot of most of you. So in influencing your team, so rather telling them like what to do, you tell them like okay, this is the goal that I want to achieve. So then he will come up with innovative ideas, and he will tweak the plan. He will come up with the action items, and he will do everything to reach that objective. Because you are not the subject matter expert in anywhere, right? So you are just a collaborator, right? So you just have to tell the story and align this guy to that story, saying that okay, this is the vision, this is the objective that we are trying to reach. Then this intelligent person who is in my team, he will come up with his ideas. He will do his best when it is his own idea, Rather, you setting that idea and you giving them and managing them at core, right? As like you are sitting on his head, so that is not going to help, right? So this principle was really good. Like management by objective was really superb. If you can understand it to the deep and put it to action, right? So it is really good at micro level and as well as macro level. So the macro level is what we are talking about, right? So the micro level is within the team and the macro level is within the company, how you are going to organize it, right? So in the company level, what they're telling is, okay, you set an objective, like I want to reach a mid-level, dominate the mid-level market. So then you set a milestone. Okay, so the objective is like for 1 year, 2 years to come, and then there are 6 milestones that you have to cross to reach that point. So you go by step one, step two, step three. So at some point you say like step two is not happening. You don't go through step three. You know that you are failing then and there, right? So you course correct it and then you go to step three, right? So that's how the milestones are set and the objective is clear, right, where you want to reach. Okay. So this is how in general products and operations team um, do their planning, execution, everything. Okay, every year there will be one goal setting meeting by mid level and senior level managers where they talk about um, the strategies and all that. So where they see like where are they with respect to milestone, what is their objective and where are they with their milestone, because they try to measure and they try to see where they are standing. And then these milestones further are divided into some kind of KPIs, right? So key performance indicators. So how do you measure this milestone is met or not? So that is where the key performance indicators comes into picture, right? So I want to reach there where I wanted to have 20% market share. So then what is the key performance indicator? The market share value itself is a key performance indicator for you. To move that, what are the actions that you are going to do? And every action will have a measurement, right? So anything that is not measured is not an objective or goal itself. You cannot say like I want to keep my customer happy. That is not an objective at all. I want my CSAT score to be 20% higher than what it is today. The net promoter score to be at 80%. That is the objective. So whenever you are telling any objective, that should be measured. Anything that is not measured is not an objective or goal, right? Because you don't have a metric to measure to call it a success or failure, right? So that is where if you see the obvious things like the key performance indicators, objectives, milestones. So these are all combined together. They are stitched together.